Welcome to Relish Lifestyle podcast. We are sat around my kitchen table and it's a lovely, warm, sunny day, isn't it? It's quite everything open.
So, yes, we've got doors open, windows open. We have turned the tennis off because tennis is ticking along in the background.
And if you hear any roar of engines or anything, it's because Goodwood Festival of Speed is currently on, so there might be some background noise. We have had the red arrows, which was nice.
Oh, God, they're amazing.
Really good.
They do 3 days.
That's incredible, isn't it?
I know, at Goodwood. And they do like 20-minute displays.
I know, amazing.
I
watched a bit over the balcony. I'm very lucky where we are. I should say we're at my house and I've got a very good view of the display.
Yeah.
So anyway, but yeah, we've had... The heat has been incredible, and we were actually fortunate enough to be at Wimbledon on the hottest day of the year so far.
Oh, yes. So that was last week.
Yeah.
And it was like 35 degrees. It was a little roasto.
A bit sticky.
But
Sweaty.
we did see some wonderful tennis, didn't we?
Did. Court 2. Yeah, it was very good.
Oh, my God. And some of them are still in now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just amazing who you see actually in the first week.
Yeah. And I think it's a testament to that organisation because it was just such a well-organised event and there's stuff for everyone to do. And even though it was really hot, we managed to find sort of a bit of a breeze. So we hid under an umbrella. We were on television.
Yeah. But did you know that the other day, it was one of our British players was playing and they had to close Henman Hill. They couldn't get anybody else on there. Yeah.
God, that is busy.
Yeah, that is too busy. Almost.
Well, we were lucky. We found a seat right at the back, and actually, I put it on our TikTok and Instagram. But there's us waving. We're on the big screen, but there's a delay. Everyone's not sure what's happening. So that was fun.
But we've kind of got it down to a fine art. So we drove up, didn't we? We sorted out our parking, and we took a picnic this year.
Yeah, which was good.
Yeah,
and
it was
cool.
just a little one, because there is quite a lot of queuing. And we took lots of cold bottles of water and stuff like that, and ice. Yeah. But that brings us on, Charlie. So you can see that you've got all these things.
We should say we're doing a taste test.
Yes, another great taste test for Charlie, as he's the judge.
But
the
other thing is, obviously, this was my guilty pleasure, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Scotch eggs.
Oh, the last one. Scotch eggs and salad cream.
Salad cream, but I'll try not to have salad cream.
Oh, yeah, we haven't got the salad cream. So, kind of leading on from that then, your guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
And, of course, this is the season for picnics. And having taken a picnic to Wimbledon, a little one, we thought you do get an abundance of Scotch eggs in the picnic or food-to-go sections, don't you?
Especially this time of year.
Yeah, exactly. So we thought might be quite good for Charlie to do a little bit of testing, particularly as he rather likes the Scotch egg with salad cream.
So shall I?
Yeah, so go for this one. Okay.
Right, so it's quite interesting actually. It's already sort of quite a difference, I would say. There's some that, obviously we've got them all out in front of us. This one's got like specks of something darker in the crust, which is quite interesting.
Yeah. So I see if I can see it without too much crinkling.
So who is that one?
So this is Waitrose, and it's just their summer selection.
Just a standard one, isn't
it?
Yeah,
but it's just a standard one.
We've tried to just get standard ones, I should say.
Yes, we haven't gone with any with different flavourings.
No, because we feel like that's a fairer.
Yeah.
The egg is quite anemic. I cut it in half. I cut it in quarters.
Yeah.
It's quite a small egg. Almost the yolk is almost as big as the white.
Okay, it says it's got some nutmeg in it and black pepper. Other than that, I don't think there's anything particularly...
Are you having any?
Yeah, I am going to taste a tiny bit.
I mean, it's lovely, but...
It's quite dark on the outside. I mean, it looks like it's been baked, deep fried. But
I wouldn't say there was a huge amount of taste of the crust.
No, I would agree.
On its own.
Yeah, the crust on its own.
No, I wouldn't say
the sausage
nutmeg.
meat, taste of sausage meat.
Yeah, actually, this is quite an interesting one. Maybe we should... So it's 58% pork.
Okay.
But 30% is egg, obviously.
Yeah.
But that would be quite interesting for us to look at this.
Okay.
Because obviously, which one's porkier?
Well, it's a bit like when you buy sausages, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. I wouldn't say it was very exciting.
No.
as in seasoning wise.
No, okay. So that was the Waitrose summer one. What's that one there?
This is
it tastes the difference.
Sainsbury's Taste the Difference. I think it is just. It just says succulent pork. Interesting. This has got nutmeg in it as well.
Yeah.
Whole grain breadcrumbs.
So this is a little bit lighter, but still quite dark crumb. And I would say it looks
patches of dark.
But I would say it looks like that one we've just eaten, doesn't it? Yeah,
I would say that's like the Waitrose one is slightly darker. Oh, bigger egg. Look at the egg compared.
Yeah, bigger egg.
And I would say almost.
And I would say the pork is slightly different in colour.
Yes, it's a little slightly lighter.
Lighter.
Almost like there's more.
Charlie, can you just read what it says about the sausage meat?
So this is, where is it? So this is 55% pork. And I think the other one was 58. But it's got more egg in it, 32% egg. Yes, no.
I'm not sure about the sausage meat. I don't know. The sausage meat doesn't taste to me. Doesn't taste to me of sausage.
You know what it is though? It's less dry.
Yeah.
The Waitrose one was quite dry.
The
only thing, if you eat just the sausage meat, you can get a hint of nutmeg.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. And I'm not sure. Do we really need loads of that?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I preferred that one. I think the other one was quite peppery. I quite like the nutmeg. I would say the seasoning in that's better. And I'd say the mouthfeel is nicer. The egg and it's a moister egg.
Okay. All right.
Personally.
Okay. So that's the Sainsbury's one. Now, do you want to go to this one?
Right, so this one, we should say actually the packaging is quite interesting. So
so the others came out of, you have to buy them in twos and they come out of just plastic wrapper. This one is then put in a box and it's the M&S one.
Yeah, which is interesting because this has only got, so the egg is actually the bigger ingredient.
Really?
35% egg, 34% pork.
Oh, and this says
20% drop.
And can I just say, it says Cumberland.
Oh, sorry. I just
Scotch
picked
egg.
the
So that means that the sausage meat should have other things in it.
Onion, dried sage, ground spice, black pepper, white pepper, nutmeg again, interestingly. Yeah, no, that's it. Tiny bit of coriander.
Well, it's just harder to cut, Charlie.
Yeah, and pimento. I would say it's very uniform, though. Have you seen how that one?
Yeah.
Look.
I don't like that one. I find that quite rubbery.
Yeah.
I don't.
No.
I mean, I can taste pepper.
No.
But I don't taste sausage meat.
No.
And that's a shame. That's the M&S one.
You know what it is? If you look at the sausage meat, look at how dense it is compared to the other two.
Yeah.
That's not a nice.
It isn't, actually.
Actually, also...
Sorry, I'm having to sweep a bit of water on that.
That is also incredibly underseasoned.
And we are only taking tiny little bits of these.
Yeah. That's not a nice...
No, not at all. So this is... whose is this, Charlie? Oh, Aldi. Right.
Nice. This has got a nice big egg in it as well, again.
Yeah, it has. And what's the... Oh. I'll give you up to you. The sausage meat is quite light.
Yeah. The overall colour is quite light.
Yeah. Yeah, the overall colour, even the crumb.
Yeah. Again, the egg is a bigger proportion than the...
Oh, really?
Yeah. So this has got 38% egg, hence the large egg, I guess.
Yeah.
And 28% pork.
Again, to me, I'd say it's not as dense as the M&S one.
No.
There's not a lot of flavour. And
it's a sweeter flavour.
Yeah, and it doesn't taste of sausage.
Yeah, but if you... Beg your pardon?
It doesn't, does it?
No, but it's a nicer eat.
Yeah, than the M&S one.
M&S one. Anyway, so that's Aldi. Again, that comes in a plastic.
Oh, they're already different, aren't they?
No, I know. I thought they'd all be really similar.
Okay, well, let's try the last supermarket one. So this is another Waitrose, but it's their #1 brand.
Oh, okay.
And it says outdoor bred pork, runny Scotch egg.
Yeah.
So we're going to see if it's runny as well.
Well, it says it can be eaten
and what's the
cold.
percentage of pork in that one, Charlie?
So this one is so this is again.
Oh
egg.
yeah, look.
Oh yeah, it's runny yolk.
Runny yolk.
37% egg, 30% pork.
Only 30% pork.
Yeah, there's a lot of the other ingredients in here. There's even like egg white powder. I'm not quite sure. Sage, thyme. There doesn't look like there's any nutmeg in this one.
Right.
But obviously a runny yolk helps, like, with the moistness, I guess.
It's kind of weird eating a cold runny egg.
Yeah, well, it says you can warm them up. The egg is, obviously it's difficult to say.
There's flavouring in that.
Yeah, it's a thyme.
Yeah. I quite like the thyme, but again, I still don't think that's as sausage meaty as the first two.
No.
At all.
I would say the I'm just double checking.
There's a bit of spice in there.
Yeah, the sage and the thyme, I would say, is almost slightly overpowering. I don't dislike that one though.
No, I don't dislike it.
It's got a nice. Obviously, the egg is runny, which is different from the others, but I'm not sure I would. It's also.
It feels like
a bit scrappy.
Yeah, you know where the egg fits really tight in these first ones?
That's quite loose.
That's quite loose. And also, I'm not sure how much I like a cold runny egg. I think it feels a bit weird.
It does say, I have to be honest, it does say...
Oh, best warmed up.
Ready to eat, but best refrigerated hot.
Okay, but we need...
As a fair comparison, we have to have...
all of these could be heated up.
Yes.
Okay, so our last one, Charlie, is our local... There's a local bakers here. They've got a few outlets called Turner's Pies.
Oh, yeah.
And they make their own Scotch eggs. And...
So this is quite a fine breadcrumb.
Yeah. I think that feels... Oh, it's quite tight.
Darker.
Smaller egg.
But tight. The colour.
And also the colour of the meat.
The egg size is odd, actually, I thought.
Yeah. But
nice yolk, though.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I don't really need to eat the egg.
The yolk is slightly darker than the others. So I don't know if that's because it's a free-range or outdoor one.
Well, the actual outside of it is crispier than the others.
It tastes quite fatty to me, that outside crumb. There's quite an oily feel to it.
Oh, right.
Do you like it?
Well,
I don't think that's got enough seasoning, funnily enough.
I think it's got seasoning. I think it tastes of...
Obviously, we should say we don't have we don't have the ingredients deck.
Oh, yeah, we don't, actually.
But...
It does look more like sausage meat.
Yeah, the colour of it.
The colour of it.
But I don't think it's got much seasoning at all.
No, I get a bit of seasoning. And you can kind of see, but...
I'm not sure I like the outer bit. It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
I find it almost a bit chewy. Anyway, so surprisingly, they've all been quite different. So...
But actually...
Do you want to rank them? Or?
Well, you're the great taste.
I'm going to... Right, bear with me, everybody. I'm just going to get some salad cream because I want...
No, you can't.
Of the one I like.
Well, at the moment, my favourite is coming out probably... which one was it?
Well...
This one.
Taste the difference.
Or that? Yeah,
some of
that one. Yeah.
I would agree. I'm just going to try a bit of the outer.
I think you should make the judge. You should be the judge. Also, I don't know, they had at least over half, those first ones, of sausage meat. If it's a Scotch egg and it's supposed to be sausage meat.
I actually think the taste the difference has a better seasoning to the outer.
Okay, so
I'd actually say that yolk is darker than that one.
Yeah.
I'm just saying if, depending on the condition of the chickens.
Yeah. Okay, so for those of you who like a Scotch egg or are thinking about picnics, then we're probably going to go with, so the great taste judge here, are you going to go for Sainsbury's?
Well, I think so. I think it's a nice eat. It tastes nice. The flavouring's pretty good. It's got a lot of pork in it. 55% pork. I'd say the ingredients text shorter than some of the others.
Yeah. You
can warm it up in the oven. I'd question that it needs 20 minutes in an oven though, but...
God, no.
That's what it says. Air fryer in 16. Yeah, I think it's definitely this one. I was just trying to see if the egg... British pork, obviously, but it doesn't say if it's like a a free-range egg or not. I think they are now, aren't they? I think everything has to be free-range, doesn't it?
Anyway, Charlie, come on, let's move on.
Yeah.
So, so we've got our 1 and 2. Do you want to, do you think all the others are?
Gosh. Well, there was one that was very bouncy. I think it was it the Aldi one? Oh, no, M&S. Excuse me.
Oh.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I think it's the M&S that was very bouncy.
Bouncy?
Well, it was the texture we didn't like.
No, not at all. I almost think that's the worst one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And then I think I didn't like the Aldi one at all either.
No, not much flavour.
So that leaves us between the runny egg and the smaller one. I personally prefer the Turner's pie one.
Yeah.
To the Waitrose one.
I would agree with you with that. I think it's just the outer of the Turner's one is obviously a denser crumb and it's slightly oily.
But I guess
if you warmed it up.
If you warm them up. So there we go. So that's our tasting of Scotch eggs for those of you who are out having a picnic. I think what's really, Charlie, I think, is when we do these tastings, is quite often how they do differ.
Yeah.
You know, and you think, possibly, particularly when you're buying from supermarkets, and this is,
they'll all be the same.
They all roughly be the same, but they're not.
No, it's quite interesting. And I think even the shape of the egg, the colour of the crust, the sausage meat itself.
Yeah.
All very different.
And I just want to say that extraordinary that the Waitrose cheaper version of just of their summer normal is better really than their, when it says outdoor bred pork, it says all that, and actually you've got less pork.
Well, that's probably why.
Yeah.
Cost. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about runny yolk. Funny, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I agree. Anyway.
It's different. Well, there you go. Another taste test.
If anyone's got any, of course, probably the best way is to make your own.
Yeah. Which you've done.
Oh, a long time ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not something I particularly eat, but yeah, I think a very long time ago. They're not difficult. It's the sort of thing you can teach children to make. You've only got to boil a few eggs, buy a bit of sausage meat, roll it up. I mean, it is but anyway.
Do you know what though? It's a good, solid sort of picnic thing, isn't it? Like it's got your egg, your pork.
Now, what we don't have, Charlie, I got some facts.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that Fortnum Masons claim to have created the very first Scotch egg?
Right.
And guess when?
A
long time ago.
Is so old. I don't know, 1801.
1738.
Blimey.
And they were basically created as a meal for travellers going from Piccadilly to the west. Because if you think about it, everyone was in carriages and horses.
Yeah, slow.
And a lot of people, you didn't have knives and forks and that kind of stuff.
Do you think it was a bit like kind of a version of a pasty? You know how the breadcrumb was kind of...
I think it was. And if you go on their website, they've got a really great piece about it, about the history of it and how, they still make a Scotch egg and they just say how premium it is. So we should maybe try one of those.
Try a Fortnum's.
But as,
we're not nearby.
Yeah.
A long way for a Scotch egg.
There is another story, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Someone claims that they originated in Whitby in Yorkshire, but originally were covered in fish paste, which sounds revolting, I have to say.
Well, there is a thing, isn't there? Because obviously Scotch egg, as we know, is traditionally pork meat.
Well,
there's quite a lot. Well, that's what I mean. Because you can get fish, can't you?
That's what I'm just said.
Oh, yeah, I know. But what I meant was it's sort of like a thing. You can get them now in pubs and stuff. People are doing them again.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Covering them in fish? Paste?
Yeah. Not paste. No, like more like I don't know what you'd call it. I wouldn't call it a paste. I'd call it like almost like fish puree.
Yeah, or pâté or something.
Yeah, pâté.
Yeah. Well, maybe I think paste pâté.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just thinking if it's a variation.
Yeah, and apparently those ones could have been named after a guy called William J. Scott and Sons, which was a well-known eatery. So I don't know, but Fortnum's do have a big thing on their website. Yeah.
Well, Fortnum's they've done a lot. I mean, food-wise.
But also, when you look across the globe, there's quite a lot of things of meats that are surrounding eggs. There's like Indian dishes made with hard-boiled eggs encased in minced meat. They're quite often, those ones are served with gravy, which they quite often call sauces. And in the Netherlands and Belgium, they have what they call bird's nest, or it's translated as bird's nest. And they're like a version, again, they're meat and they've got egg in them.
A gravy.
And they've got a gravy. But there's various
Interesting, a peekaboo.
Additions of what we call a Scotch egg.
Why do we call it Scotch egg then, if it was invented by Fortnum's in London?
I think there is, if you have to Google it, there's various reasons why it's called scotched.
Oh, scotched.
Yeah, it can have been a derivative of another term, meaning sometimes they were singed, like by coals.
Oh, wow.
Because don't forget
how you cook it.
Yeah, how you cooked it. And there's another slightly different word for that.
But I'm just wondering, you know, like how to pastry tradition you didn't eat the pastry?
Yeah.
I wonder if the breadcrumb, did you eat the breadcrumb? Or was it one of those things that protected the sausage meat?
No, it didn't say that. It just said it was a food for travellers. I suppose it gave you meat and protein. You know, it's relatively substantial. It's portable.
Well, it's almost like a breakfast in a
true
a ball.
Yeah.
It's bread, sausage meat, and an egg.
Yeah.
You just need some HP or ketchup. But it's quite interesting because obviously we touched on this. Some of these have got nutmeg. I think one had thyme and another one had some sage in it, which I did quite like, the sage. But we were going to sort of talk a bit about herbs in terms of seasonal ones.
Well, it's such a great time of the year that you can have herbs. You can be growing them in a window box or on your windowsill indoors.
I've started growing some. I've got some coriander, mint and thyme put in my window box.
But the one we thought we might just sort of pick a herb, didn't we? And I think we thought we'd talk about tarragon.
Yeah.
Because you're a great fan, aren't you?
I love tarragon.
Yeah.
I think I like it because it's really versatile.
Yes,
in terms of it can be used with lots of different meats and fish. I love the flavour, that sort of slightly aniseed flavour.
Yeah.
And also, I just think, the French call it the king of herbs. And they use it a lot. And they use it like when I've cooked there, obviously like rabbit casserole that I've done, I did the video of that. I mean, it would be lovely with chicken, as we know.
And eggs, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose a béarnaise sauce got
I was going to say béarnaise, and I do love a homemade béarnaise sauce.
It's delicious.
Yeah. Another guilty pleasure, but no. Well, it's just it's that lovely unctuousness of the egg and the butter, but you've got the aniseed for me cuts through the richness. And so it's not like other sauces like a hollandaise, it's just the butter.
But also the aniseed in tarragon is gentle.
Oh, it's subtle, but it does cut through.
Yeah, you don't need a lot.
But I think that's why it works with things like steak, which are, if you've got a marbled one, inherently a bit fatty, but it cuts through that. And I think that's why it works with lots of different things, like even oily fish,
Yeah. Well, so this is me doing a bit of fact finding as well. So apparently tarragon didn't turn up in Europe until about the 16th century.
Right.
And it didn't become a staple in French cuisine until around the 18th century.
So do we know where it came from originally?
Oh, yes. It comes from places like Mexico.
Oh, okay. So
sort of South America. But apparently there is a Russian. So basically the tarragon we have is called French tarragon, and it's very delicate, and it doesn't seed or flower.
No.
So you can only propagate it from its roots, which is quite interesting. But there is a Russian and a Mexican tarragon. They're slightly different. They're more shrub-like and robust.
Oh.
So their flavour isn't as delicate. Right. They don't have such an aniseed, but they can be
seed. So they're more like an oregano, like hardy.
Yeah, or I was thinking maybe like an oregano or a rosemary, maybe.
Oh, yeah, maybe. We should have a look.
But anyway, so going back, I just thought that was quite interesting. And also, of course, tarragon is one of the fine herbs. So in French cuisine, you have fine or fine herbs, and that little group is your parsley, your chervil, your tarragon, and your chive.
And that all goes in.
Well, they're very delicate herbs, but they use them predominantly in French cuisine,
No, I love it. And also, the thing is with tarragon, I think it's also a really nice dried herb.
Yes, it is.
Not just fresh.
No.
So fresh is obviously great for the béarnaise and all that, but tarragon can be quite difficult to find actually here. But dried is really pungent. It's lovely.
Yeah. I've added it.
Much,
I've added it to roast chicken for years and years and years. I
really
mean,
good
absolutely, wonderful.
I mean, tarragon and lemon, I think, on a roast chicken is kind of a winner, isn't it?
I know. We do that a lot, don't we? It's really nice. Just one other thing. Sorry, it's just popped up, and I thought this was quite an interesting one. So tarragon is in places like Armenia, Azerbaijan, Georgia, because I talked about Russian tarragon, okay? Ukraine.
No, not Baltics, Balkans.
Yeah. Well, anyway, they use it quite extensively to flavour carbonated drinks.
Oh.
Yeah. And
like we would put mint, I suppose.
Yeah. And they have one, which I'm probably not going to pronounce this properly, but it's called Tarkhuna, which is Tarkhuna. And it's actually sugar, carbonated water and tarragon leaves. And and it's quite a green colour, apparently. So there we go. That's tarragon.
That's interesting.
A wonderful.
Aniseed, I think, as well. Work quite nice with the sugar.
Yeah, exactly. But it's interesting, isn't it, how different people have used it? Because you think about putting mint into a drink, but not tarragon. So maybe we should try that.
Yeah, it would work. We love those.
So any other recipes out there with tarragon?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So in terms of, we've obviously touched on mine. Again.
Oh, yes, your guilty pleasure.
My guilty pleasure is Scotch egg with salad cream, but I thought we might just discuss if we've got any others.
Oh, right. So, I was going to...
Have you got any?
Well, yes. I'm going to say salt and vinegar crisps.
Okay. Just regular ones.
Yeah. Quite good ones. I quite like it, when it's just a little bit of salt and nice vinegar. But there's something about a salt and vinegar crisp. Now, I probably only eat them really more in the summer, and I don't eat them that often.
No.
But occasionally a salt and vinegar crisp just hits the spot.
Yeah.
And this is really, really bad, but I have been known to put them maybe in a little wrap, crunch a few on top of something.
Some people, yeah.
And you get a little bit of crispy. It's already in it. But anyway, that's a really naughty. But I promise I don't eat it. I'm not eating them all the time.
No, that sounds yummy.
And have you got another one, Charlie?
Well, other than my Scotch egg problem. So I, as a treat every now and again, I love marzipan that's been covered in dark chocolate. Ritter Sport do them. Others are available, I should point out, but it is absolutely delicious. It's quite a nice size as well.
Yeah.
But if I want a treat and I need something sweet, I know it's very bad because it's chocolate and the marzipan.
Oh, well, you don't have that very often.
No, but it is.
You don't really have an over sweet tooth.
No, I don't, but it is absolutely scrummy. So, that would be my guilty pleasure. But, as the weather's turning a bit better, I'm hoping that we'll be able to sort of crack out the barbecue and all that kind of stuff over the next couple of weeks. I'm hoping we'll be able to do some videos.
Oh, yeah.
We've got some celebrations coming up.
Yeah, we have.
B-Day.
Yeah.
So...
Well, I wanted to say that I did a bit of a Mexican meal last night, which is quite nice, because I just want to talk about when I said about a wrap. And that was really nice. It was just strips of chicken, or chunks of chicken, I was going to say, right? Chicken breast, but
chunks of it.
Yeah, and it was basically lime juice.
Oh, yeah.
And some dried chili, a teaspoon of brown sugar.
Yeah.
Okay. I put a little bit of oil in it, a couple of cloves of garlic, salt and pepper, and you just marinate the chicken. And you just left that for as long as you can. And then you just cooked it off quite delicately. And as it starts to brown, you pour in the rest of the marinade. Because we talked about, it's really good if you can use the marinade up. No waste. It's not wasted. You pour the marinade in and you just let that finish cooking.
Yeah.
And you get lovely, absolutely delicious flavour. And it's not many ingredients in there.
No. Nice.
Anyway, it was really lovely, and just that with a little bit of wrap, with a little bit of chipotle, paste in. I used yogurt, and you could use a little bit of mayonnaise or something. Just dogged on with a bit of lettuce, some coriander, and I made a little salsa, and actually it was really delicious.
Oh, good.
Anyway, that's one. Thought I'd just throw one in.
I was obviously my huge herb garden on my balcony. Obviously, it's growing like an absolute trooper at the moment because of the weather, and I'm sort of watching on a cat. So I know we've touched on it before, but you sent me a recipe that Dishoom do, which is like a coriander mint chutney. I did obviously do a bit of a riff on it. I didn't have the weights and measures were slightly out, and I've also found a chili plant that was dying in a local supermarket, and I've nursed it back to life. And I've now got a lot of chilies. I know, loads of fruit on that.
That's absolutely wonderful.
I think it
isn't
cost me like £1.
That's brilliant. Well, I've got 2 growing outside.
So I've got some red ones that have dropped off. I'm sort of drying them. And then I'm hoping I'll probably try and use the actual fruits that are growing now. But I put 2 rather large chilies in it, and you tried it and you said it was a bit spicy.
But it will be delicious because, again, do you know what's great with those things? You can, like I said, I stirred some spicy sauce into yogurt or, as I say, well, it doesn't have to be yogurt, I mean, mayonnaise or whatever you've got, sour cream, and it just really
something
lifts
cooling.
it.
Yeah, no.
Or you can obviously use it as a marinade, even, as a paste. Again, you just spread it on your meat or fish. You just leave before you cook it.
For me, it's like a bit like the one I've made. It's like a bit like chimichurri. It's like going to be a lovely,
nice.
like with steak would be nice.
Lovely.
Even a tiny bit with fish.
Yeah.
It's quite strong. You wouldn't need a lot.
Do you know what would be lovely with lamb?
Oh, yeah, yum.
Minty. Yeah, exactly. And coriander.
Anyway, it's in a big jar in the fridge now. So hopefully it will last a bit.
Well, that's the thing with chilies, of course. You can dry them. You have to be a bit careful that they don't go... You have to just sort of spread them out so they don't go mouldy.
No.
But you can dry them. But at the moment...
On the windowsill.
Yeah, on the windowsill, or keep them in the fridge. Or the other thing I've done, and that is just whiz them up like you've done with your herbs, and stick them in a jar with a little bit of oil.
Or the other thing you could do is if you've cooked something...
Yeah.
And your oven's hot, you could just put them in the oven for a bit. Dry them out. Don't know, like a meringue. Let it sit there.
And not to forget, to cook with chilies, you don't always have to chop them up. Great tip, which I got from, I will say his name, Jamie Oliver. And you just put the chili in the pan with the oil like you would cook with a bay leaf.
Yeah.
You know, what I've learned, and that's through Indian cooking, you put the seeds and the leaves, or the chili, you put it all in the pan first with a tiny bit of oil and cook it off. And it's amazing how much flavour you get. You don't have to chop.
No.
You don't have to whiz it up.
No.
So, for those of you, I'm just thinking, time poor, or think, I can't be bothered to chop it all up. Or chilies, I know many people, you have to be careful with chilies.
The thing someone told me is it's contact lenses. So obviously just be very wary.
Oh, gosh.
If you chop a chili.
Yeah.
And then you go to take a contact lens out, make sure you've washed your hands thoroughly. Yeah. But yeah, so hopefully we'll be using some of those ingredients over the next couple of weeks, which will be nice. And the weather looks like it's a good forecast. So hopefully we'll be doing that.
Yeah, or picnics.
Well, it's obviously the the men's final on Sunday for Wimbledon, so we said we might get together and do something. So we'll take some photos of whatever we
get you cooking.
Cook up a storm.
Yeah, exactly.
Roasting in the kitchen. But before we sign off, just want to remind everyone, thank you obviously for listening, but also you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok. We're at Relish Lifestyle, all one word. And please subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other software we're on, or whatever we want to call it. Platforms.
Yeah, podcast platforms.
And please leave us a review. So we hope you've enjoyed our Woodstock Talk, Wimbledon, Scotch eggs, tarragon. We've covered a lot today. And I think we're going to enjoy a bit of tennis, hopefully, on television.
Let's get back to the tennis.
Anyway, only leaves us to say keep relishing life.